hello, hello, hello. Hi, long time no see. I believe that this has been my longest break that I've taken from making a video. I'm not completely sure of that, but I thought we'd do a cute little get ready with me, very chill, kind of show you some things, talk about where I've been. There's a couple changes that are obvious. This tapestry has changed. This will not be the permanent one. I picked this one out. The one that used to be there was my mom's, and she requested it back. So I chose one as my present for Christmas. And this is the one I chose. But it didn't turn out very well. So we're going to return it for a new one. But they said I could keep this one. So until I get the new one, this will be what's there. So I'm just going to start by moisturizing my face. And then while that absorbs, I'll chat a little bit more. Part of the reason for taking a break was the holidays are extremely busy for me. So it's just challenging to try and fit it in. And the other reason is that I've become very, I was about to say depressed, obsessed with a certain thing. Last year's obsession was the video game Baldur's Gate, which is actually the entire reason why this whole room is fantasy inspired. And I still love Baldur's Gate very much. But I've been really enjoying listening to audiobooks while I work. And I've been using the library app called Libby, which is really awesome because it's free and I listen to a lot of audiobooks. So something like an Audible subscription where you can only listen to one book a month or something with an hourly cap doesn't really work for me. But the downside is that you do have to wait until however many copies, like there's a certain amount of copies of the audiobook that everybody has to wait for, so you can't just listen to whatever you want whenever you want. But I just finished yesterday morning this series has been my new obsession. This is the 5th and final book so far in the series. A Court of Silver Flames. And for those who don't know what this is, the series, the first book is called A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is what the entire series is referred to as. And it is a fantasy romance novel about fairies. Definitely 18 plus. The internet has kind of gone crazy for it. My boyfriend saw it on TikTok and was like, I think you are the target audience. And I absolutely was. So I started the entire series, reading the entire series, or listening to it in the beginning of December. And today is the 31st. So in 31 days, I've listened to all 5 books. And this book, for example, was 27 hours long. And so they're not short, I guess. I've been really, like, every waking moment of my spare time has been dedicated to, like, consuming this. But yeah, that's been my obsession, which I've been in love with. Oh my gosh, my mom got me this for Christmas. Which is like, it's pretty stupid. I think it's pretty like cheap online, but I thought it was really funny, which is Rhysand is my spirit animal. There is no reason for a 23-year-old woman to own this, but I love it. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting ready a little bit, chit-chatting. I've got my coffee here. I don't have loads of time to do this video, but we got these new travel mugs from Costco. Comes in like a pack of 2, so Jack and I both have one. They seem pretty good. I like the Spout. I like Awala as a company. I do like them. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. What do I need? Okay, let's put on some sunscreen. This is just a glass bottle from The Ordinary that I put my sunscreen into because it comes in like a little refill baggie that like isn't made for, it's not like a bottle that is made to be used, so I just reuse that bottle. Oh, also, this is what Jack got me for Christmas, this little ring. It's a little moissanite ring. There's a company called Diamond Rensu, which is really pretty moissanite rings. And I wanted to get one to see if it was like a legitimate company. So I just thought that it would be a good Christmas present to kind of like test, I guess. I ran out of eyebrow gel, so I've just been using regular hair gel. But that's fine. So the holidays were good. They were very stressful. I think it's just difficult as you get older to work and have to figure out everybody's presents, and figure out how you're going to see everybody. It was still very nice and lovely and fun, but it just becomes a little bit more challenging the older I get. But you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything super exciting. I have a couple of little products that I got for Christmas, makeup products. Not really makeup products, but let's see. I finally got another bottle of jojoba oil for Christmas, just in time. I purchased like a pretty big bottle, but it had a pump, and that oil is expensive. But yeah, it had a pump, and the pump just like leaked everywhere, so I transferred it to a different bottle, but I didn't realize, like, I rinsed it out and stuff and washed it, but I guess I didn't do quite a good enough job because like clearly something was in the bottle that I put it into, and it got really gross and nasty. So I had to throw it away. But it was okay because I don't really use it in the summer. I just have like really dry skin. So in the winter, it was actually one of my viewers who suggested it. And it works really well to mix with your makeup, to just apply to your skin before bed. Is there any other updates? Yeah, pretty honestly, nothing has happened except that book series. That's like all I've been doing. What else is good? Oh, Jack started his new job. Like, I don't know when the last time we talked was. Because that was like a few months ago, but I kind of feel like it's been a while since I've made a video, so maybe I haven't said that yet. So that's really nice. He seems to like it. For those who don't know where I live, like, everything, the population has like really increased over the past few years, and the like job market is totally flooded, and so is housing and everything. So it has not been easy for anyone to find a job. So poor guy. But it was worth the wait because I think he really likes this one. Okay. here spending Christmas at my cottage, which was really nice. It's very cozy there. I got to meet up with some old friends and bake cookies on the night of the 23rd, which was really nice. I don't know if anything else really happened. It was just nice seeing my family and yeah, and seeing some old friends. I put a little bit of this oil on my hand before I do my contour and like tap just like a tiny bit on this brush because I find like it blends really nicely with it in. Oh yeah, I've been seeing a lot of friends a lot more recently, which has been really nice. We've gone to like a few parties and whatever else. Like, we kind of have like a pretty close friend group. Like, not like super close. Like, we don't. It's very large, so we don't see each other often, and it's more like it's different now because a lot of people have girlfriends, but Jack and I have been together for a long time, so I was kind of the first girlfriend, so it wasn't as like I've only gotten, I guess, like closer with that group in like the last 2 years, I want to say, because there's been more girlfriends and there's been a lot of more like opportunity. Oh, this is something that I got for Christmas, which is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Haze. I want there to be just a little bit more, but I'm scared. Too much. A little goes like a really long way, but yeah. So it's been nice, and I feel like also I've gotten closer with a lot of the people, and we see them a lot more, and like, a few of us like hang out and like watch movies and play games and like do like side quests, I guess. So it's been really nice, and they're like all like the loveliest people, truly. Like, I think that's something that I didn't like. The last time there was like a group of friends, it was not the loveliest of people for me. I think like oh gosh, that's loud. Yeah, it was not the loveliest group of people. I had a friend group in high school, which also, look at this, a magnetic eyeshadow palette, so all of my eyeshadows can go in one. Yeah, so the last time I had like a friend group, like a big one, was in high school. And I've talked about it before, but it was just not like, it was high school girls who, tore others down to make themselves feel big and were very competitive, and then in my senior year of high school, like towards I guess in like the middle of my senior year in high school, I started a band, and they were like, was in the band, is like my best friend in the whole entire world to this day. Like my favorite person on this planet. And it was only the three of us, and like I'm still really close to the other member, but he lives in Toronto. He was actually just here. He came to my house last night because he was visiting for the holidays. But yeah, those guys really showed me like that friendship can be kind and fun, and I feel like I've kept kind of a very, very close circle since then, like as far as my friends go. But Jack has always had like, instead of like one-on-one friends, he has like a group of friends who like they'd like do stuff every once in a while, like one-on-one, but mainly as like a large group. So like, I don't know, this is weird. So yeah, I don't know, so it was kind of like the opposite, but it's been nice to get to know those guys, and I also feel like, I don't know, they're just like super lovely human beings, like truly amazing people, and that's so nice to be around. Yeah, I don't know what to say, honestly. Sorry guys, I got very distracted halfway through what I was saying. Maybe I want to do a little bit of sparkly for fun. I wonder if I should do a little bit extra. I really want to get more tattoos. That's one thing I need to like message. It's kind of nice because with Christmas I got like some Visa gift cards, and I never know what to spend those on, but I'm wondering if I could just get a tattoo with them. But then like again, I feel like I'll get anxious and I just won't. Like once I get there, like that'll be my intention, that'll be like my mindset is like, oh, I can get a tattoo because I've got these Visa gift cards, so it'll only actually be this amount of money. And then I'll get there and be too embarrassed to like say, like use a Visa gift card, and then I'll be like, just pay for it. I don't know. But like it's really difficult for me. I'm like a very addictive personality person. I get really into things very intensely. And so it's really difficult for me when I find something that I love to not be like, okay, immediately. I don't know what that was, but it's like hard for me to not be like, okay, well, I want my entire body to be tattooed in all of this, and you know, whatever. I think the Akodar books are like a good example because I'm like, should I get a million fairy tattoos? Yes. Obviously. But then I'm like, no. That's not a good idea. It's so hard. I feel like Harry Potter tattoos were like a real learning experience for the world because Harry Potter obviously is like an amazing book series, like such an immersive world, so well written, lovable, just like truly amazing. Even if you don't like it, you still have to acknowledge that it's like a pretty magnificent work of art. But the author has some controversial opinions that I don't think are right. And I think there's also a large amount of that Harry Potter community that is part of the queer community that just is tricky. Separating art from artist is a lot harder than people make it seem. I feel like there's still like an extremely delicate balance that we haven't managed to figure out. I think I don't believe that like cancel culture is a positive thing. I believe people being held accountable for their actions and words is a thing. But I think cancel culture is just so fast-paced and intense and like negativity seeking. Like it's like it's searching for its next thing. Like in a way that's really disturbing because I don't know. I just don't like it. I mean, I know that's like not, I know that a lot of people don't like it, but like, I don't know. I feel like because I've gotten off of social media, I've become so much, like, so hypersensitive to things. Like, I remember, like, the Wicked movie just came out. And I'm a musical theater person. Like, I've seen Wicked. Wicked was actually the first Broadway play I ever saw. It's technically the only Broadway play I've ever seen. I've seen like quite a few West End productions, but yeah, and so yeah, I'm a musical theater person is what I'm trying to say. So I was very excited about this Wicked movie, and I think Ariana Grande is not a celebrity that I think particularly aligns with my values, and I know there's a lot of controversial stuff happening. I would say that I'm not like a Ariana Grande like supporter or fan, but undeniably she was amazing in this movie. Like, she did a great job, and they seemed like, I think one of the big parts of the movie that was magical is that like it seemed like it was so important to them, like the friendship, the whatever, and so Jack, who is not a musical theater person and who is on Twitter, I will not call it X, I'm sorry, but you know, sees all of the like hatery things or whatever, and like, what was he saying? He was just like telling me things that he's seeing, and I literally just like started crying, and I was like, why can't people let people have something? Do you know what I mean? Like, clearly this, like, I don't like Ariana Grande as much as that next girl, but like, she seemed like this was genuinely an important life-changing moment for her, that like just like let her have it. Like, holy shit, I don't like the constant seeking to tear everybody down. Like, it's just exhausting in like such a horrific way. So I don't know, it just seems so much more tiring than just letting people live their lives. But yeah. So that's fun. I think that's my makeup, honestly. Can spray it. Times 10:05, we're fine. honey is a little bit too dark for my complexion. I still really enjoy it, but I saw that they had a pink honey one, and I was like, this is genius. But unfortunately, it's just essentially the exact same color as my natural lips. Like, can you see that much of a difference from here to here? I'll put it on my hand so you can see that there is a color. It obviously is like sheer, it's veil. But anyway, it actually kind of makes like a pretty nice like blush because it's like the color of my lips. So, and I do like it because I'm not really like a lip product girly. But yeah, I just quickly went to go grab a couple more things to show you. Some things that I got for Christmas, some things I bought myself. My book that I was obsessed with before starting this series was, I read Bram Stoker's Dracula, which was like life-changing. I listened to it, but apparently everything that I listen to that I love, I need to own a physical copy of. And when Jack and I were on our trip in Italy, we were picking up a book to read, and I don't know if you can see it. It's literally right there, but it's the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. And it's like a special, like fancy whatever. And there was a very fancy, beautiful version of Dracula, and Jack wanted to read Dracula at this time. And I was like, oh my god, it's so pretty. But it was like, it was expensive. And he was like, well, I could buy this copy for $40, or I could buy this copy for $3. So, but when I started reading it, and I loved it so much, I asked for it for Christmas because it's so beautiful. So here's Dracula's castle. And it's all this like iridescent royal blue, which is like my favorite color, with all sorts of bats and stars in the light of the moon. Dracula. Dracula. So good. And then on the back, it's kind of the same design but without the castle. And it says, "For the blood is the life." Yeah, and then on the spine, looks like that. Inside is just some red bats, but I thought that that was something very, very cool. I did really like Dracula. It was my obsession. Oh, unfortunately, so briefly, because I think it was probably only a month or a few weeks until I started reading that book series, which just completely took over my life in waking thoughts. But I made everybody like little tiny bats for Christmas, and I went to a market with my dad, and there was a woman who was selling necklaces she makes. They're sterling silver, and she collects vintage like molds, like jewelry molds. I don't think they have to be jewelry, but molds from like, she said like 18 something, like the 1800s to I think she said like her like most recent ones, or like the newest ones, were like 1940 or something, or the 30s. And she like makes these like sterling silver jewelry pieces with these like vintage molds and like vintage like crystals and stones that she finds. And because I was super into this, I saw this necklace and I was like, oh, I have to have it. And so it's this like very vampiric pendant. I don't know if you can see, but it's like this really cute, ornate little design with a skull at the top. And then I don't know what kind of stone this is, but it is a real stone, she says. And they had different colors. Like I think there was a red one too, but I liked the black the best. And then there's this little vampire bat with like fangs who's super, super cute. Now there was like, she had like lots of stuff like, if this is too gothic for you, there was like lots of different size stuff as well. There was ones with like rabbits and kind of more towards the steampunk, less gothic side. She took like old like gears from like old watches and stuff and made really pretty things with that. I wish I remembered her name, and I don't. I don't remember her name. Should have kept the card, and this was like months ago now. But she said that she sells her jewelry at the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia. So I'm wondering if there's any way to like Google that or find it there. I don't know. I can try and give a little search, but maybe. Oh, sorry, guys. Maybe you'll need to go on your own little deep dive. And then also, I thought this could possibly make some really cool sounds. This is one of Jack's friends. He has a girlfriend. And we started playing Baldur's Gate together, like the four of us. And one thing that came up is that my little controller, like for Christmas, or my birthday or something. Anyway, a holiday a couple years ago, Jack got me my own little controller that is like lavender and little caps for the knobs. I don't know the terms, but I got little Lotso Bear caps to the thing because I love Lotso. I've got a gigantic stuffed animal Lotso, like I've always loved Lotso. And so I have like a little Lotso bear on one of them and a little strawberry on the other one because he smells like strawberries. And yeah, I was showing his girlfriend my little keycaps, and I had two extra, like one Lotso bear and one strawberry, and so I gave them to her because I didn't need two extras. And for Christmas she got me a little like Lotso bear blind box. So it came with this like with 3 of these little guys. 1 second. So these are the other 2. This one's my favorite. It's little clear pink Lotso bear in a little strawberry costume. And then this one, I actually have 0 idea what this one is, but he's sparkly. He's sparkly and pretty. And it's in this like, I feel like there's supposed to be some type of like candy or food, so I don't know what this is because it looks like he's just in like a little skirt. And then there's this one, which is shaped like a little candy, and it comes with this little keychain plastic bag, which sounds really nice. It's very like thick plastic, like doesn't really move, and it says Lotso berries and flowers. And then this one looks like a little strawberry candy, like you got like a little bonbon bottom. And then him, and then I don't know if you can see, but he's wearing like a little strawberry cap. I'm pretty sure that's kind of all I have to show you today.